Hey guys, this is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Wanted to jump in and do a basic review of price action. I was coaching someone last night and wanted them, and one of the things I realized is that the algo has kind of gotten so advanced that there's certain areas that people are having difficulty with. So wanted to just go over some basic price action, right? So if you'd like to contact me or like a pass to the room, I always forget to put this into the end. The email is trade and perform, TRADENPERFORM at gmail.com. Okay, so let's jump on. We'll start with ES and then we'll go to NQ. So these were the levels that we posted in the room before the open. So guys, you'll notice today at 8:30, see how we pressed up? I'm going to make this really big. So we talk about taking out edges and where highs and lows get taken out. And you'll see right here, see how we pushed above? This is the 8:30 open right here. And you can see that almost immediately, even though I don't trade the first 30 minutes, we pressed above the prior high. So this goes to Kendall, who I was coaching last night. It's a perfect example where we pushed over prior day's high, and then we trapped back in and rolled. And you'll see at this point, so this isn't always the result, but it's a great example of what can happen at a trap, right? And then if you'll look, right, in this particular case, so this is what I would put in the notes. If I would print, when you print this up and you put it in your journal, this is what you wrote. First of all, the trap above the high rolled us all the way down back to the prior day's point of control, right? This is always your major target, back down. We then traded all the way through the point of control. So remember, prior session's point of control, high odds chop. So you can see that someone right here, right? So there's always someone who wants to trade at the prior day's point of control because sometimes it works, right? So you see they tried to buy it here. This one worked. Second time in, got a little bit of a bounce, not much, and then it swept all the way through. Again, people who are trading value area high and value area low, these are weak locations. I do not like to trade those areas. I know at the top of the market they work, but I find they're about 50-50. They either bleed you through and stop you out and then work, or they just completely sweep. This is where it got interesting right here. So again, this is a key location, right? When you get underneath prior day's low, and then this orange area right here, right? This is the old breakout point from where we broke to the upside on ES. This is prior day's low, and we did not even get one tick underneath. This is an old prior day's low going back to the left, right? But the key here was once we came back in, right? This is right when our Fed speaker started to talk. We trapped back in, and then what became the target? This is all I'm trying to teach in these videos, is how the market is moving around from point to point. So the natural target became prior day's point of control. Again, you'll see that it overshot it. It's a great target. It's a very difficult place to establish a trade. For this very reason, you can see that, again, sometimes it holds to the tick. Sometimes it trades all the way through it. Sometimes it completely blows it up. Sometimes it trades above, then it goes short, then it comes back the other way, and you think, I got it this time, and they stopped you on the short. And you can see we spent all afternoon chopping through this area. In my book, this is just pardon the alarm, this is just the worst place to trade. In my book, I do not suggest it. I would move on. The key things that got demonstrated from this is the ability to sweep through the value area, the difficulty in trading inside the prior day's point of control, only the prior days. Once this becomes more than 24 hours old, that actually becomes a good spot to trade. Piercing above a prior day's high or a prior day's low creates potentially, with the algo setups, great trap locations, and then we tend to push back to the point of control. Anything beyond that is gravy. So that's mind over market, Dalton, in a nutshell. And what you want to do from here is go look at the algo, right? Match up the algo with the setup so you could read where you think where the market was going. But when I'm getting great trades, or I'm getting trades set up where I know I'm going to have good P&L, I'm combining my higher time frames, that's this, they come off the profile, with what the algo is setting up for me, and I try to combine those two pieces. Let's go do NQ real quick and see how NQ looked. Let's see here. I've already got this up. Should have it right next to it. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. I am tired. That's algo. Let's go back to ES. NQ. Here we go. 5-minute chart. So again, you'll see on the day, and I'm going to address this to my coaching clients. See how, so the yellow zone's resistance, right? In both cases, you can see how we opened up in the yellow zone, pushed down. See how we came all the way back up to the prior day's high. And if you look really closely there, you'll see we got above prior day's high by a tick. Then where do we go? We rolled back down. So really what you would do in this case when you have a yellow zone posted up next to the prior day's high, you just turn the whole thing into a zone, right? Got above prior day's high, trapped back in. They tried to hold it up. And you can see the ultimate target came back to the point of control. So one of the things you'd want to do, you notice how ES rolled all the way through the value area versus NQ just went back to the point of control from the prior day and bounced. Go and ask how you would have figured that trade out, right? Like, how do you, if you go, well, I should have held it all the way to the low. Like in ES, you look, it did go all the way to prior day's low. But if you try to pull that same trade off in NQ, you really got jammed. You gave back a lot of your profit. See how that day rolled out? It really held that prior session's point of control, which is why I say make them the target. So additionally, when you look for the NASDAQ, so ES has managed to trade below its prior day low. That means that we've stopped one time into the upside. That sends up the potential, the maybe, that we could trade lower, but there's nothing else in that outside of that we traded below. The price action really didn't show any kind of fear in the afternoon and any kind of real sell pressure. And then in NQ, we still have failed to trade below prior day's low, so we're still one time into the upside. And for me, that tells me, hey, banish those bearish thoughts. Keep your thought process clean. It'll get easier once it goes lower. So, guys, up next, I'll do a review of the algos, an important coaching session on the algos. So please watch the video. I'm going to post this up. Guys in the room, please be printing your before and after pictures with notes, just like what I'm doing right now, right? Note, oh, we got just above the high. Oh, we went back to the point of control from the prior day. Oh, we couldn't get underneath prior day's low. Cumulatively, over time, you'll develop a wealth of knowledge about price action relative to where the key areas are, and it'll become very, very valuable to you in building your portfolio, your trading capital, the amount of chips you can make, you can execute on. When I say chips, the number of contracts, right, that you can execute on per trade, and keep building that knowledge, keep building that knowledge, keep building that knowledge. I can't stress it strongly enough. And use risk management. Anyways, my name is Simon. I'm a Trade and Perform Coaching. I hope that helped. If you'd like to pass to the room, just email me, tradeandperform@gmail.com. Thanks, guys, and another video coming up here shortly.